What's your thoughts?
Hi Kev, yeah, that was a really, really interesting conversation. I mean, she is, as you say, she is a political prisoner. It was a tweet, it was hurty words. We've got paedophiles walking around free. There's something about the tweet which is kind of quite interesting. It wasn't actually incitement to violence. It was, she said she didn't mind if that happened. Now, I'm not condoning what she said. It's a dreadful tweet, but it isn't incitement to violence. It's something slightly different. And so that hasn't been picked up on that much, but there are so many mitigating circumstances here. She'd lost a child. She was massively triggered about anything to do with children. She had PTSD. They knew that, and yet still there she is with 31 months in prison. It's utterly extraordinary.
And then that ludicrous judge, the appeal court judge, Lord Justice Holroyd, saying there's no possible argument that 31 months for a few hurty words on Twitter was, what was it, manifestly excessive.
Manifestly.
There are, hey, Holroyd, your lordship, there are millions of arguments that is manifestly excessive. Of course it's manifestly excessive. Sometimes these beaks just talk gobbledygook, don't they? Self-satisfied gobbledygook.
Well, you know, because the long march through the institution has infected the judiciary, but he had to wait because Starmer wanted the full weight of the law thrown at her. He wanted the harshest sentence absolutely possible, and he's on record saying that before she was actually convicted.
Yeah, unless we're going to move on now, but unless anyone's in any doubt, when Keir Starmer pretended, oh, I'm not across the details of that case, that was a lie, a straight lie, a flat-out lie to the nation, and that is in itself a disgrace. Your thoughts on our lying Prime Minister who pretended he didn't know about the most famous case in this country? How dare he? How dare he talk down to us like this? How dare he treat us like morons, insult our intelligence? 03444991000. The other problem that he's got on his hands as we move on, Philip, is migration. The new official immigration figures are out from the Office of National Statistics, and the truth is, the numbers are heading in an encouraging direction. They're going down. But last year, 2024, these are the figures we're supposed to go, yeah, great, we're really doing it. It's really... So last year, 948,000 foreigners were allowed into the country. They moved to the UK, nearly 1 million. But in the manner of these things, 517,000 left. They went back to their own countries, which leaves us with a net increase of the population of this already chronically overcrowded island of 431,000. That's the equivalent of the population of Leeds. And there's no real sign, that this is going to plummet anytime soon. This is not particularly good news. It's better than we could have hoped for, but better doesn't mean it's good.
Well, it's kind of not dead, but on life support.
Yeah.
It's that kind of thing. I think 450,000, you know, a population the size of Leeds, it's not just about numbers. It's actually about the impact on culture, right? That is a major thing, and we're seeing that right across the country. Don't forget, this is a Prime Minister who has stood for an ethos, a philosophy that has been about mass immigration. Now, mass immigration has been massively dangerous to this country. The far leftists, even the Tory party, the Uni party, have let wave after wave after wave of immigrants come into the country. Now, I'm not against some immigration. I'm from an immigrant background myself, but mass immigration can never be any good. We're talking about crime later on in the show. Sex crime, drugs, gangs, all of this is massively linked to mass immigration. We're talking about the balkanisation of this country. Again, that is massively linked to mass immigration. And if you are denigrating British identity, British culture in favour of every other identity and every other culture, many of which are absolutely hostile to Britain, then you are in real trouble. 450,000 is just staggering. He was compared to Enoch Powell, wasn't he,
an island of strangers.
Yes, but Enoch Powell could never have envisaged those kind of numbers. He could never even have thought about that.
I checked out his Rivers of Blood speech the other day, and I think I may have got this number wrong, but I think he warned that if we're not careful, he said, if we're not careful, we may be getting as many as 50,000 foreigners entering this country every year. Well, if only.
cut to 1997 and then cut to 2025. It's just extraordinary, isn't it? It's the equivalent of driving at 100 miles an hour into a brick wall.
That speech, the Enoch Powell Rivers of Blood speech, much demonised, and in some respects it deserves to be demonised, but I recommend you read it. It is interesting, put it that way.